Against a Granger and Joy, I think Eve is going to be risky. Oh, what?
No, what?
What?
Double debut, Alice Angela. Our minds are twisted. The nightmare of many ranked game players.
Oh man, I've seen the Angelas pop up again lately.
Is this? So wait, hold up. Is this another mid Cho?
I think so.
It feels like it.
Yeah,
Jungle Alice.
Twisted Minds are trying to run it back. They're really trying to make Jungle Alice a roam healer and a mid fighter work again. I'm not gonna knock it. At least they're trying to find their identity. And Omega with a great pickup. I like the Edith for longer engagements.
Oh.
And it's a roam Badang actually with the
What
forgetting.
a swerve! It's not a Bisaya Badang. It's a Cebuano Edith.
Cebuano Edith. Okay. I don't know. This time around that you have at least, is Alice in the jungle still going to work well? Like, is this still going to be viable
It's going to
right now?
take time, good sir.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to take a while, and they didn't have a while earlier. They
Not
had
at
10
all.
minutes.
They had under 10 minutes.
They had under 10 minutes. This kind of makes me nervous, Renmar.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I mean, the thing about the lineup of Omega though is that the gold lane quickly scales, the Joy quickly scales, but you don't really think of Badang as a super heavy invade type. I think they should be okay.
No. The thing about Badang is he has confirmed CC.
Well, as confirmed as it gets.
It's as confirmed that it gets. And you see how quickly they picked up that Edith, right?
Yeah.
The answer to the seemingly out of nowhere Angela Alice.
Welcome
Omega knows what's
to
up.
Mobile Legends.
Oh, man. Make it make sense right now to all of us. We're going to jump into the game here. Once again, Land of Dawn. It's the best of 3 right now. Will we get to 3 games with this interesting lineup? 2 double debut picks now for Twisted Minds. It's been a minute since we've seen the Alice now in the hands of MP the King, and now over on the other side for Smart Omega. Oh, Haji?
Haji once more in the same spot he was in game 1, forcing a flicker out of Big J.
Haji keeps getting caught out without his mid. I mean, I get that the Escalera is holding off a different area, but I think they really have to think about sticking closer more, because it even happened in the last one where Escalera went downside, the Haji went a little bit up, and he got poked down.
Yeah, I think I'm wondering if Haji's going to be able to go ahead and kind of adjust his gameplay, this time, because he wasn't able to do much in the previous one. But now that you have an Angela on your side, maybe that's going to make him allowed to be a little more aggressive. At least 2, you have Phovius to be that front line for you when James decides to join some of those fights. So maybe the idea here, or the perspective for Hajizi will change.
Was that really the problem in game 1? Was it not enough shields and heal on a singular dude?
I mean, one of the, and also the huge scythe, just dragging him in.
Yeah, I think that was the bigger problem, though.
And they figured it out, right? They solved it by banning it out.
Yeah, but this time he's not. He doesn't have to deal with that too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm leaning a little bit more towards I think they should be okay,
It would make sense. But now that we're waiting for this first turtle fight to break out, we'll see if it actually ends up working.
All right.
They're going to blitz it.
Smart Omega not giving Twisted Minds any quarter, securing that first turtle like it's nothing.
Alice takes a while.
Yeah. Part of me is thinking that Hajizi didn't need to stand up there and show himself, but at the same time, it also delayed it somewhat. Instead of getting a clear cut, all right, let's just rush this, there was a few moments of them thinking about, hey, let's slow it down. Maybe Haji might be able to steal it away, which I think we've seen from time to time throughout the world of MLBB, where if you mistime the first turtle, a Cho with a concussive blast can actually take it away.
Yeah, it could pop off, but right now...
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, this is... Oh, no. Super Yoshi isn't level 4 yet, but...
Finds one!
Whoa.
Compromises the Magic Man! Pops him! And Doryu, the Nightmare, draws first blood. Now Hajizi has to repair the situation.
I wonder if Escalera just chose not to use Flicker. Or
I was wondering the same thing.
It's like he accepted his fate,
It's
right?
like, yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm dead, man. Me using my Flicker here would be a waste. And Luis is actually able to take the Scaled Lizard away that MP the King was trying to steal in the jungle of Omega. So Omega's still slowly finding more wins again.
Yeah, they are. And, it hasn't been too action-packed just yet, but for the most part, this might be another situation where Twisted Minds just has to be able to go ahead and utilize what they have. Now, with James, you know, staying mostly in the XP lane, that's going to come from their mid lane trio, and I'm just wondering if they got to wait for Hajizi to go for a pickoff, and then MP can join some of those fights. Oh, outplayed.
Feathered airstrike! Blasting outplayed into Kingdom Come. That's 3 cores finding the former team captain of the MDL Championship squad.
No info, no comms. Whose call was it for Outplay to walk into that shop? Because you saw him thinking about it. It's like, there could be someone here. Someone at that moment should have just gone and told Outplay, don't risk it.
Yeah. And he even popped the sprint too, and he just got obliterated at that point. So, you know, those minor things like that in this early portion of the game are obviously going to stack up and just kind of give this advantage to Smart Omega. Now that the turtle's up here, look at the positioning as they start pulling this one out.
This is a 5v4. The punches, catches one, knocks up James and serves up a kill to Jome, and suddenly they're down a man. Twisted Minds pulling out of this turtle contest.
I'm wondering why Twisted Minds are making these calls. I know they just wanted to check, but at that point, you're not going to heavily contest it. There's a high chance that Omega has already held the key shrubs. Why are Twisted Minds walking into things that they shouldn't be walking into?
And what is a Phoveus when he's blasted like that? You know, the surprising factor is that he just got taken out so quickly, and now they're going to lose that turret top side while the rest of Smart Omega goes ahead and just kind of corners himself up here. And you can see how much of a struggle it is to actually find an angle to enter from.
Yeah. Oh, there the flicker coming in, answered by a punch and a blast from the skies. Artillery coming through from Omega, and MP the King finally online, taking out Super Yoshi. The punished by Twisted Minds. They're sapping it all, and the knock-up. Down goes Lewis, down goes Okir. 3 for 1 the trade. Twisted Minds. And in comes Andaryu, blasting him. Jome as well with the backup blasts. And Twisted Minds pushed out. It's not over. They're still going.
Wow.
Andaryu taking down a bit, and Jome pushing them back. Big J, this is dangerous.
They use so many resources there, though, too, for that fight.
And Twisted Minds were waiting. They were waiting for MP the King to get his first item. That was the right call. They found the right angle. They had the ultimate, the hard guard up on that Alice. You see that James was able to go in, avoid some stuff, and the entry by MP the King powered up by that Alice. And Twisted Minds decided to go for the chase. Good use as well of the Dark Wave by James to help secure kills. Andaryu!
Oh no, MP the King, he's singing the Blood Ode coming through, and the Heart Guard, he's going in, he's singing to them. Come on over, Omega, we might have did a lot of damage to ya. Super Yoshi falls, the Feathered Airstrike pushing them back. It's just Hajizi who goes down. Double kill for MP the King. Now Big J's up next. We can go in, gets hit with the blood flow. Triple kill.
Man, you sounded like Jome there.
He is definitely showing up as the king, as Leo goes for his big time with the pipes while doing the play-by-play. Twisted Minds, they were biding their time, they were waiting, and they were waiting for the power spike of the Alice, but Omega can still contest this turtle.
Andaryu looking for the steal, Lord down to a 5th of its health, a 10th retribution range. MP the King secures Okir with a Feathered Airstrike. Down goes Hajizi, he's still singing. MP the King gets a hard guard onto him, down goes Andaryu. Lewis as well, very low. Twisted Minds gets one more. Yoshi punching his way out of this. All crossbows by Outplayed. Down goes Yosh. It's all twisted.
I think Smart Omega has had their minds twisted with this lineup they're facing against now. It seems like just in an instant, now this lineup has cooked and it's gotten to this point.
Oh, Mr. Joshi and Sir Cakes. They're calling it right. It looks like we might actually see a game number 3. In terms of the gold lead, though, still very close. It's a 1K gold lead now for the Alice, who went... He's going full sustain here. Clog of Destiny, they go for the Dominance Ice as well, and now Oracle's going to be the next item built up by MP the King.
Oh, man, this is looking like one of those situations now for Smart Omega that they're trying to tackle the amount of sustain or the amount of tankiness that this lineup brings to the table from Twisted Minds here.
More now than ever. I hate to say the obvious, but they need to build up that anti-heal, man. MP the King has become a menace.
More Dominance Ices there on the side of Omega. Sea Halberds, anything just to reduce the healing. And Twisted Minds, they can continue this aggression. And they will.
Oh, Hajizi finds one, throws Lewis into the rest of them. Feather dash like by Ukir out of range. Calls for another heart guard.
Whoa!
And the old super. Yoshi fails to find him and stop him. MP the King gets shut down. Stop the goddamn singing. And they take 2 down. Straight up for Super Yoshi. Down goes outplayed. Andoryu running for his life. Hajizi shuts him down though. But Hajizi pays the iron price. And it's just Escalera. Jojo, where you going? Season 9 rookie of the season. Surviving, but just barely.
Omega. The Nightmare shows up against Twisted Minds. Oh, look at Escalera. The two-step. That was a two-step. Like he was in the Super Bowl, sidestepping the feathered airstrikes.
Oh, man.
Are you really going to do it? And he did.
He did at that point. But Smart Omega brought it back into this game. And now, with the Lord up, they're going to kind of work on what they can. Look at this out. There is a Siba Halbert now available. Jome had that. Maybe he picked it up earlier on, but that did help them. You know, they got one Dominance Ice there. So that was enough to go ahead and help win that fight.
Hold this. Twisted Mind needs to hold this position right now. This is very good for them. James, Hajizi, just juggle around those mid-shrubs, but do not go back. Hold on to that.
Okay, we'll see this. Lord being held on to. Hajizi gives some of the information. They'll pull off for now. You're going to go ahead and wait for this, too. You still can keep Escalera managing that wave at bot. He can just show up with a heart guard here. So junglers will go grab the buffs.
Yeah, and you see that Omega are actually respecting the entry of MP the King more. So the very hyper-aggressive MP the King that we saw needs to dial down just a little bit. Hajizi trying to go for Andoryu.
And they're going to burst Hajizi. He goes down. The blood flow thrown up by MP the King. Asking for that heart guard. Get into me, please. And the punch by Super Yoshi. Back. And the rope and dope. The flow into the turret. Underneath Ukir. Flying around. Does not have the feather air strike. Lewis going to survive. Just one more second. Outplayed ends him.
Wow, what a response. So Haji and Lewis down, so neither team might not be able to commit on the Lord just yet, but this is showcasing just how neck and neck it is right now in this game too.
1-for-1 the trade. James checks into where Super Yoshi is, and Andoryu holding this brush. Turtle, Nay, Lord standing, and there's the Blood Ode and the Heart Guard. Outplayed goes down. MP the King still singing, taking down Jome. The Blood Ode, the remix. The deluxe edition, down goes Ukir as well.
What I feel like I'm watching? I feel like I'm watching Oh My Escalera with MP the King Wise right now. I think what I'm seeing, 717, we talked about this. Twisted Minds were potentially teasing, bringing back some older style, twisting the narrative of the meta now, and they've done it with this Alice-Angela combination, and they're continuing
and they're still going. MP the King keeping Lewis in check, gets that stun off of the heart on the strings on Escalera. Does not get the kill though, backing off. I think they have to respect the fact that down bottom, Andoryu's making some way.
Yeah, he's trying to push that in. So they got to be able to respect it. Now, yeah, Lewis didn't go down, but he did burn the flicker, which is usually an important tool for that surprise factor when it comes to contesting for the Lord. So he doesn't have that. So now you got to rely maybe on the rest of the team to just blitz this. And that looks like that's going to be the plan here.
Lord here, down to a third of its health. The kick onto one. Super Yoshi still alive.
Whoa.
They catch him with a break. Down goes Hajizi. In comes MP the King. Yoshi bites it. The turtle goes to the barangay. And Lewis goes down. They're singing. They're dancing. They're keeping him on a string. Andoryu gonna get caught underneath tier 1. He gets blasted. Blood flow from MP the King. He gets a winner crown. Survives, but only for a second longer. Ukir gets a shutdown.
I still think that's a win for Twisted Minds. They take down 3. They'll be able to stop this Lord in the bottom lane. They get the tower and mid. Twisted. Omega seem to be playing with fire right now in terms of going for the aggressive engagements, countering back right away, and just waiting and seeing if they can live long enough to take down the Alice, which is so far, the answer is no. Twisted Minds have been winning engagements like these.
Yeah, even this fight here, as we look at the replay, good for Andoryu to go and get that, but this was the cost of him and some of the rest of the Smart Omega lineup. They are going to have to deal with that Lord, so they will be able to get this mid turret finally down, maybe even the tier 2 from there. The Super Yoshi goes and looks for his own cutoff angle if they can find it. But ultimately, it's still neck and neck. Either team can really pull through with this. Lord just nearly down, and it'll finally get taken out here. So for Smart Omega, they've dealt with that sustainability. They dealt with that combination of the Angela coming through with MP. How do they deal with it, looking at the items here?
One of the biggest problems right now for Twisted Minds is their lack of burst, which Omega has in spades already. 3 items for the Farsa, 3 items for the Joy, and the burst that Omega can deal has actually been responding, or has been a relatively okay response to the raw sustainability that Twisted Minds has.
Which is impressive given how much of an absolute unit MP the King is. Omega are maintaining their proactive streak.
Oh, they want to fight this? Super Yoshi
looking for one, gets the kick, the feathered airstrike. They're trying to take down Hajizi. Super Yoshi flickers back out, forcing out a heart guard from Escalera. Now in comes MP the King. Oh, doesn't get the engagement they're looking for. Nobody wants to listen to that song.
Oh, they're going to chase him. I think they're going to go in and try to catch Endoru.
Oh, Endoru gets a puppet on the strings on him. Can he close the gap? Can he break it off? Gets stunned, but goes through the wall. Not enough of space for Twisted to capitalize.
Wow, what a game. But little by little, we're actually starting to see Omega turn the tides. That was them who pulled Twisted Minds into that engagement. It became a big rope-a-dope, which eventually Twisted Minds actually got to respond to well, which is why you just saw a big whole bunch of nothing. Sorry to be blunt, happen there. But Twisted Minds and Omega both look very ready. Now, as cliche as it sounds, it's going to boil down to the execution. Now, Super Yoshi, though, actually built up the Brute Force Breastplate, which means that he should be a little bit more annoying now for Twisted Minds to deal with.
Okay, you can see this Hajizi looking for a pick.
And he does get the kick, and in comes the rest of him. He finds Ukir, a key member of Smart Omega. And now MP the King with Escalera in him gonna tear apart Barangay Omega. And it may be too late. It may have just been over. As it down goes 4, Andor, you can't even take the Lord.
Hajizi with the kick of the century, or at least the game right there.
Got the perfect target. We talked about the magic burst, and they dealt with the raw magic burst that the Farsa can dish out. Andoryu left in the map, and he can only pop the sentry, as Twisted Minds will be able to get the second Lord of the game without a problem. They have a lot to work with in terms of pushing. They should be able to take down at most 2 inhibitor turrets in the base of Omega with this upcoming Lord push.
Great job securing that objective offer after a decisive team fight. Retribution?
Andoryu looking for this free kill. Escalera gets out of dodge. Heart guard into a far-flung ally.
Okay, they're going to try to go for this. I'm not sure if they're going to follow up. They know the rest of the team is possibly here, so James won't pull the trigger on it. So they have to deal with the Lord here.
Wow. Let's see, Twisted Minds going for the slow push. They're letting the minion waves handle the bot. They're going to be focusing at the center of the map as MP the King steals the purple buff away. The Lord will slow push up top. Nice push right now by Twisted Minds. They've manipulated the map well. They also have another minion wave coming in through mid, so they'll be able to take down that second tower eventually.
Clean chubby wave down bottom, synchronizing it to its full potential. I love what Twisted Minds has done.
Yeah, this point, this is the test for Smart Omega to be able to go ahead and defend against this one and not lose the game.
Hajizi coming in, the flicker and the kick, answering the Super Yoshi, but Joan blasts the KDA machine. And now there's a Lord coming into the base. Lewis holding on the front lines. Omega holding on as well. They keep the rest of Twisted Minds at bay. Down goes outplayed. The Lord still standing. In comes Super Yoshi, puts up another wall behind him. Ukir and Joan blasted away. Down goes Escalera. It's just MP and James. The King has fallen. It's all come crumbling down for Twisted Minds.
And the Barangay will have a base defense and an opportunity maybe to turn it around.
Super Yoshi and Andoryu were locked in, making sure that they would find outplayed. Super Yoshi got outplayed in the fist break and fist crack. My question is, why didn't MP the King flowing blood out sooner? I think he tried to, but I think there were just times where he was actually micro-stunned by Omega at the right time, just when he decided to flowing blood out.
Renmar, I'd reckon that's exactly what it is. It's so much easier to say, hey, just get out of there. But how can you when there's a buff Malaysian hero punching you into a wall?
He's punching him into a wall, and then Andoryu comes through to clean up. So ultimately, it's a base defense. They still lost 2 turrets, though. So for Twisted Minds off of that Lord, it might have been a win angle, but it wasn't because of that team fight and because of the way that Smart Omega handled it. Ultimately, it leads to 30 seconds away from the next Lord. And so far from what we've seen in the team fights, Twisted Minds seems to still have that advantage when it comes to go ahead and going face-to-face against Smart Omega. The big thing here is having those flickers available when this Lord is up, and then hoping that Ukir doesn't get picked off again by Hajizi, because he's also going to be going for that pick, that kick again.
That one was the 500,000 peso kick, man.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I don't know how he found Ukir, if Ukir was expecting for Hajizi to find him, but look at this.
Oh.
Andori trying another one, forces a flicker out of the Magician.
That's something that Omega can actually think about in the next engagement. Okay, Strong. Athena Shield already for the Phovis along with the Winter Crown. Blood Wings for Escalera. Fully built is the Joy along with the Alice, who decided to go for the Ice Queen wand as well. Great itemization by both teams. Hajizi just built up an immortality.
Ooh, Omega looking to burst down this Lord and then decides to hold out on it. That's a massive reset.
They're going to hold it for now. Also, again, keep an eye on Ukir if he's caught by Hajizi, and that's why you have Super Yoshi playing so up front too, to make sure that Ukir can stay on the backside and just hopefully to fire off. He's only got the Wings by Wings and the Flicker for defense. So right now they start up the Lord again. They're going to blitz it.
Oh, they're looking like they're going to the point of no return, and they do get it, and they're coming in. Super Yoshi commits his flicker, the kick by Hajizi, the hard guard by MP the King. They've given up on it, unless Super Yoshi getting away with it. Run, Yoshi, run! But Twisted Minds gonna finish the job here.
What? No way!
They're taking their time.
Oh, no way!
Yoshi,
There's no way!
Yoshi!
Oh, the red tree, that's it.
Retribution here
Right?
by MP the King.
What?
Yoshi dashes
He's dead,
through.
he's dead.
He gets it one. Surviving.
What the heck? Super Yoshi!
There's no way! Yoshi's still living! This is impossible! Lewis, MP the King, Ukir, down goes MP! The impossible gone down top!
Give this guy the MVP right now, because how did he survive that?
That was criminal! A kick by Hajizi, defending like it's his last!
He has been a revelation so far for the Barangay, who are marching towards what could be victory, as it's only 4 members for Twisted Minds remaining.
Not to mention they got an Evolved Lord on their side. MP nowhere to be seen. Hajizi keeping up the front lines. James as well. Feather Airstrike coming through. Immortality pop down bottom. Super Yoshi finds another. The clutch gene in this man is undeniable. Haji down. Outplayed down. Escalera down. The rest of Twisted Minds full. A sweep for Barangay Smart Omega.
The smooth moves from Super